Hello. Yeah, hi Apurva, hi Dinesh, hi Nadu.
Hi, Manju.
Okay, so yesterday we have seen the simple way of creating the data frames. Okay, so let's see the another way to create the data frame.
Hi Himanshu, can you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Okay, are you able to see my screen now? Apurva, are you able to see my screen?
Yeah,
Dinesh?
Yeah, Himanshu. Yep, I'm able to see your screen.
Okay. So let's start our session today. Okay. So yesterday we have learned the basic way of creating the data frame. So simply what we have taken. We have taken the list, we have converted into RDD and row RDD, and then we have given the converted into row RDD, and then we have converted it into data frame. Let's create one more way of creating the data frame. Then we will be going towards the basic way which we will be using in our real-time environment using the files and the tables. Okay. So coming to the next way of creating the data frame, simply let's say you are having a list. Okay, you can say uh, in the list let's say you have three persons. Okay, so I'm taking the argument that let's say name comma, I'm taking the argument as 20, second argument as 8 and the third one as city. Okay, similarly I'm taking the another record which can contain all the three records in the similar way. First one is age is 32 comma city is R. Okay. Similarly, third argument is Tina and age is 24 and the city is okay. Like this, I have created. I will be creating one list. Let's see. Okay. So when you are creating the data frame from this one, simply you can directly convert into data frame. So we have a syntax called dot to df. Okay. So when you are passing an RDD to that RDD you want to convert into data frame, you can use the syntax called dot to df. So how you can convert it? Let's say df, we are writing df is equal to sc dot parallel. Sc dot parallel will be taking the data frame. Simply pass this list. Okay. After that, convert it into data frame. So we'll be calling the function called as 2ds. Okay. In this, pass the column details, like you pass the names which you want to provide to these column details. Like what I'll be doing, I will be passing it as a this first one I have taken it as name. Second one I have taken it as age, and the third one I have taken it as location. So like this, you can create the data frame in another way, simply calling the parallelize method and converting the converting the RDD into data frame using .2df method.
Location should be in brackets.
Yes, thanks for this. Okay, so I'm creating this data frame. So let's see here dot show. This is also one of the easiest ways. So simply you don't need to convert into a row RDDs and can call the row RDD import methods and all and create the another label of name. So simply what you can do, you can convert into .2df and pass the column names information. So it will be directly converted into data frame. This is df. Df is a data frame. Okay. So simply like in this, you can apply multiple functions. Like what I want to do, I want to apply a function df dot filter. Okay, what filter will be doing? Filter will be filtering your data at for n requirement. Like in this, what I want the okay age is greater than 25. Okay, so it will be showing you the output in which row having the age as greater than 25. So I got the filtered output as name, comma 32, comma PLR. Okay, this is one of the easiest ways where you are getting the collection and directly you are getting the RDD and you are converting it into data frame using the method called dot to data frame. Okay. Now let's see the another way of creating the data frame, which is using the file. There is also one more complex way, which is the struct type. Okay, we will be seeing this in the after some time when we will be learning more about the data frame, so that you will understand more clarity on that part. Okay. When we talk about the third way, will be reading the file to create data frame. Okay. When you are creating the data frame using the file, simply what you will be doing, let's suppose I'm having one file in my location. Let's say go to my location hdfs dfs f1ls slash user slash box, okay, slash Himanshu. I have some my sample data sample files in my hdfs location. I will be using those files to create the data frame. So if you see here, I am having one file called as employee header.csv. Okay. So when you want to create the data frame using the file, simply what we'll be doing, let's say I want to create the data frame of employee data frame. Okay. So what I'll be doing, I will be passing the information using, let's name it as employee ds. Okay. In this, what is the entry point for creating the Spark? So Sparkation is available as Spark, correct? So we will be using the Spark. Now what I want to do, I want to read a file. So if you want to read a file, then simply pass the dot read dot csv. Now I have taken here CSV. If you want to see, there are multiple options available for such syntaxes. Okay, so simply if you want to see what are the different commands supported here, simply pass the help and this command. So it will be showing you the different formats of supporting the different formats of the file. So if you see here, we are having the CSV format which I am currently reading. Instead of CSV, you can also use the another format which is called as JDBC connectivity. So it will be showing you the full syntax with all the arguments which can be taken as an argument inside the function, that is JDBC. Second one, Third one, you can use the JSON file format. So if you want to read the JSON file format, so you can refer the syntax. In this, they also give the basic example. Let's see. Yeah, like this, you can see. So if they give you a basic example, so if you forget some syntax, simply type the help command. It will tell you the syntax, how to write that, read that file in a current format. Fourth one, you can see the load format. In the load format, it takes the format by default as Parquet. Okay. So if you are having the Parquet format, you can directly load that file and read the data. Options are the parameters you can pass it. We are having the ORC format. We are having the table. You can read the table directly from the Hive. You can pass the text file formats. Okay. So like this, you can read the multiple file formats to read the data. Now what is my requirement? I have a CSV file located at my location, which is employee header.csv. I want to read this file and create the data frame. So first let's see what is the data inside this one. TFS hyphen cat. So I am reading this file.
Can I interrupt you over here 1 second?
Yeah, tell me.
Can we read any objects from cloud? Like if I want to read an object from Salesforce, is that
Yeah,
possible?
correct. You have to do the connectivities. Like if you want you can read the data from the AWS. Okay. Similarly,
Okay.
you can read from the any cloud information. You need a account and all. You need the connectivity, which you need to pass to get the details. Okay. You can read that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
you you can say what is JDBC connectivity, Java database connectivity.
Oh,
So JDBC connectivity, what will be doing? It can read the table from the MySQL database. You need all the URL, username, password, and the driver details. Correct? Okay. So like this, you can read from the any format. So that is called as JDBC connectivity.
okay. Yeah, thank you.
So this is about the. You can see this is the file located in my HDFS location. I will be creating the data frame using this file. Okay. So let's see. I'm having this employee header.csv. I will be reading this one. So Spark, the basic syntax is spark.read.csv format. Okay. I will be passing the first argument as file location. Okay. Let's read this one first. Learning about another syntaxes. Dot. We can see we have read the data frame. Okay. But if you see here, we are having the one record which is containing the column name information, correct?
Mhm.
So this is coming as a record. So our syntax, we can pass a information called as header
Header
is
is equal to true.
correct. Header is equal to true. So what it will be doing, it will be considered by default its value is false. Okay. If you are giving header is equal to true, it will be considering the first line in your file as a header and it will be represented as a column information. Okay. So when I'm reading this one again, you can see it has come as the column name information. Now the third syntax is infer schema. Any idea what is infer schema? Apurva?
We have to pass the data type for each column in this schema.
Correct. So what will be happening? Like let's see the schema details of this one. What I am doing, if I want to see the schema details of this one, there is one command called as print schema. If you are passing the print schema, it will be giving you the schema details. Or you can simply say column label information, that what the column name, what is the data type. So by default, it has taken the string as the data type. So if you don't want, if you want that it should infer the data type according to the data, so you need to pass one more syntax which is called as infer schema. Infer schema is equal to, okay, there is one more syntax which is called as separator, SEP. Okay, separator is equal to, let's say my data separator is comma. So by default the separator is comma only because you are reading a CSV file format. But if you are having a CSV file format with different separator, then you can pass the syntax called as separator, and that separator how the columns are differentiated. Let's say, okay, so we have created this data frame employee DL dot, and now let's see the print schema for this one. So it has inferred the schema according to the data type. So it has taken the employee ID as integer and the salary as integer. Other it has taken as string. Okay. So what it is doing, it is inferring the schema according to the data type. So this is about the print schema. Okay. Now let's see one more data frame, then we'll be seeing how to operate on the data frame level. Okay, so if you see here, I'm having one cast new.csv file. Okay, let's see what is the data inside this one. Let's see that. Okay, so what is the separator here, Purva?
Semicolon.
Semicolon. And do we have the header information?
Mm, no,
Yes, we have header information, car,
yes.
FTG, cylinders, displacement.
Correct. Okay. So let's create the data frame using this one. Now let's say what I am doing. I want to create a data frame. Cast. Let's name it as cast here. Okay. So let's hide this one. Then we can. Okay. So yeah, Dinesh, can you try to create the data frame now from this one?
Uh, it's spark.read
Correct.
dot
Spark is the entry point. Okay. So we have given spark dot read, and we are reading the CSV file. Okay. Inside this one, I'm passing the uh, path, HDFS path. Okay. Yeah. What is the rest information we have to give?
header equal to true,
Okay.
operator equal to semicolon,
Separator is equal to okay.
this should be good. Infer schema if you want to see the data types.
If you want to provide the data type, not C. If you want to provide the data type at the runtime when while creating the data frame only, means it should infer the data type according to the data. So you need to pass this information. Let's create this data frame. Okay. So like this, we have created the data frame, and now let's run some commands on this one. Okay. Our first command is, let's say I want to see, we have seen the data. The second one, I want to see the schema detail. So simply type the dot schema. Okay. When you're typing the print schema, so you can see the schema details of that particular data. Now you can apply the counter. So in this data frame label dot show is an operation from which you can see the data. That is, you can call it as an action. Okay. Now what I want to do, after this slide, you have, this is a type of table only. I want to count the number of rows present in my table. So simply call the task data frame dot count. So it will be giving you the count of the rows which are present in that data frame. Okay. Now I got a requirement that I want to apply some SQL queries on this one. Okay, I want to filter some data. I want to apply some group by function. I want to apply the order by function. I want to apply the where condition. What I will be doing? I will be applying some condition on this one. Let's say task here dot. I want to apply a where condition. Okay, where and pass the column name. Our column name is this. Let's say it is a displacement. Displacement is greater than, take it as 300. Okay, so it will be filtering your those data only whose where the displacement is greater than 300. So it has filtered that data, or you can simply say it has applied the where condition where you are getting the data as filtered data. So in this, filter and where are almost same in the SQL. So if you want to apply the same condition with the filter condition, you can apply the filter condition also. The output will be same. Okay. So this is the where and the filter condition we have applied to filter our data. Now let's see what I want to do. I want to apply a group by operation on our table. This is our table. What I will be doing? Yeah. Can you
Hey, I
repeat?
have a question actually. So how can we filter on a column basis on the null value?
Yeah,
Where
null handling I will show you. Okay.
okay.
So when we'll be learning about the syntax called na.fill. Okay. There is one syntax called na.fill, where you will be filling the data with the null values. You will be extracting the data which contains the null value. Okay. That are the operations we'll be learning. Okay. So in this we have created this one. Any other doubt? Yes.
No, I'm good.
Okay. So this is how we have applied the where and the filter condition. Now what I want to do, I want to apply the group by operation on this table. What I'll be doing, I will be applying the group by operation. Dot by, I will be taking the column name. Let's take it as weight. Okay. Group by weight, and for each weight I want to have a count. Okay. So I will be applying the aggregate operation on that one and will be seeing the output. Okay, so like this, it has grouped the data according to the weight and given you the count. So in this, if you see, we are having the 8 3 times and 383 2 times. So you got the output as 8 as 3 count of 3 and the 380, and all the others are a single time. What we have done, we have applied the group by operation, which has grouped the data according to the weight column and given you the aggregate information, which is basically, you can say, count information of your weight. Okay.
Can I interrupt you here one second?
Yeah. Tell me.
I have got two questions. The
Okay.
first question is, I want only three attributes: car, MPG, and cylinder, and group by on weight and count. How can I select, instead of entire data frame, only the partial part of it using that command?
Okay, you want the partial. So partial, you can take it using the dot select operation. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. you can apply dot select operation, which will be getting the data frame. You'll be using the join operation and dot, then we'll be learning about the dot select. If you see here, so when you are selecting like a basic question, when you're writing the SQL query, okay, let's say I'm writing select ID comma name comma uh, count of star from table. So in group by how many columns will be coming?
2 columns.
All the non-aggregated, correct?
Yes.
So whenever you are selecting, then all the non-aggregated columns should be come in the group by
Group by.
symbol. So you need to pass all the information in the group by, and whatever the columns you are doing. So there is one command called as dot select. Okay, dot select. I will show you this command once. Okay, and we'll be learning about this one, dot select and select expression. Okay.
So we should give the where condition and group by condition first, then the select.
No, you don't need to worry about that one. Okay.
Oh, there is no specific order that we need to follow.
No. Because internally the Spark is very smart. Okay. Internally Spark has an optimizer. You can simply say name it as a Spark Catalyst optimizer. What it does when you are converting, calling any action on the data frame. Okay. So internally it created multiple graphs. You remember I talked about the DAG, which will be creating okay. So it will be taking the most optimized way of running that particular application. Okay. So it will be creating the graph, how that will be actually, it will first it will apply the filter condition, then the join operation, then the map side join operation. All these are taken care by the Spark itself. So you don't need to follow any order. Okay.
Okay. And my second question is, we have got an option in Databricks. If you want to write any select queries,
Okay.
we have got the percentage SQL. If you give percentage SQL, then this Spark will be contact star layout will be converted into a database kind of layout, and we can write queries like select star from that cars df kind of thing. Is that possible over here in this?
You are talking about Pyspark SQL. This one.
No.
Yeah.
We have got different blocks in what is that? Front-end GUI. What is that command? Nadu?
Himanshu, I think that is possible in Jupyter Notebook, right?
Yeah, Jupyter. Is that possible over here in this layout?
Jupyter means what you are doing, you are calling the spark.sql.
No. Instead of calling park.sql,
Okay.
if we simply type a command like percentage SQL, and we can write an SQL query below that line, directly below that line, instead of calling park.sql.
Okay, let's try it. I have whether it is so you can try that part. Okay. You are talking about percentage.
Percentage SQL.
This will not be applicable because this is not the Jupyter notebook. Okay.
Okay, got it.
But
Thanks.
in this, you can go to the spark.sql once again.
Okay, then we can write the select star from cars df and all those stuff.
Yeah, that time, yeah, you can pass the DF and all, so you can register the tables and all, you can do that part.
Okay, can you simply type select star from cars dot with df? Now we are in .sql, no?
So, yeah, come again.
Can you please show that
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, you are talking about the conversion of data frame into table and processing it, correct?
Not. We can directly write SQL queries on a data frame instead of converting data frame into a table kind of thing. We can directly write SQL queries on a data frame.
but you should have a table. You need to register 10 tables, then only you can apply the queries on the data frame.
Okay, maybe it is not applicable over here, I guess.
No,
That kind of.
nowhere it is applicable. If you are reading a table, suppose you are having a table in the Hive, okay, and you want to read as a data frame, what will be doing? You will be passing the Spark dot SQL, okay. In that you will be passing that table name. It will be getting the data frame. Then you can apply all the SQL syntaxes and all. Okay. Or you have to register the table, so that what will be happening, you can pass the query like select star from the table name. All these queries you can pass inside that.
No, let me put my question over here like this.
Okay.
I am reading a CSV file
Okay.
and defining it as a data frame. Can I write SQL queries on a data frame
Correct. Yeah, you can
which
write
is
it.
being read by which is being read from a CSV file
Yeah.
directly instead of the commands what you are shown over there? I want to write select star from cars dot here.
Yeah. Let me show
Is
you.
that possible?
That is my next topic only on this one. Okay.
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 Sorry.
So this is your data frame, correct? You are talking about this data frame. I have read from CSV, correct?
Yes.
And simply instead of writing all these things, you want to write a SQL queries. Okay.
Yes.
So this is your data frame dot show. Okay. Let's say I'm seeing this data frame. Now what I want to do, I want to run the select queries in the simple Spark of SQL way, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's do on that part. So what you do, simply name it as dot register temp table. Okay. Simply pass it as a cast here. Okay. When you're registering it, it will be working as a table also. Let's say now you can pass this one, spark dot SQL. What is your table name? Or you can say
Cars
data.
here.
Yeah. Cast here. So like select. Let's start from uh,
Cars here.
cast here. Let's say where
Weight is greater than 300. So before it returning the output,
okay.
the CSV is been converted to a temp table with a registration.
Correct.
Then we can write select statements from
Correct.
Spark. That okay. Instead of this one, what if we read the data directly from a table, RDBMS table,
Okay.
into a data frame? In that scenario, also we need to register to a temp table in order to write the SQL
Correct.
statements.
Because when you are reading the table, then also it gives a data frame. Okay.
Okay.
So if instead of that, you can pass the dot group by or dot select operation and all. But if you want to read it as a table, simply when you are reading the Hive tables and all, you can pass the spark dot SQL or spark dot table. Okay, which is our topic, which we'll be learning also. Spark dot table, spark dot SQL. We'll be reading the
Okay.
data from the Hive tables. This is so much early topic. Okay.
Okay, and thanks for clarification. And sorry, guys, for both of them, in case if I am interrupting their learning.
Okay. So Dinesh, you have any question?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
So which is faster, using the Spark SQL or the one by using the, predefined function? So which
No,
one will?
both are equal.
Okay.
Okay, so but basically writing on that syntaxes like spark data frame dot syntaxes, that is a good way of writing because mostly you will be using most of the functionalities of the Spark side. Okay.
You mean the first way that you said?
Yeah, first way. Okay. Yeah, but if you see that is a somewhat complex way of writing. Everybody don't know how to write that one, because queries you can write easily, correct? So that
Yeah.
group by, that is like a complex way, but performance by both are same, because internally all the process are converted into a graphical structure. Okay, so that is taken care by the Spark. So we don't import. That's the different way of writing on, not the processing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Apurva, any question?
No.
Okay. So let's move forward. Okay. So this we have seen about this one, the reading the data, reading the file from the reading the file and creating the data frame. Now let's see the fourth way. Okay, in this what I will be doing, I will be reading the table and creating the data frame. Okay.
Himanshu,
Yeah, yeah.
can you please tell the difference between the Parquet and Avro file? Why we are using those kind of file formats in specifically while when
Yeah.
we use Spark?
Okay. At last session, I will tell you about this one. Okay,
Oh,
because that is a diversion of the topics. Okay,
okay.
because that is the, like you are storing it in, and what is the importance of those file formats, that is like high file formats and all, when you are storing in the Parquet, ORC and all, then at last session just remind me, I will tell you about the different file formats. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Now let's see what I will be doing. I will be creating the data frame using the table. So in this also we have the two ways of creating the data frame. Let's see. Okay. So let's enter into the Hive cell.
When we are using Hive, we will use a command called beeline. What is beeline?
So like in the environment, what we'll be doing, there are two ways of going into the Hive session. So Beeline basically supports the multiple connectivities at a time. Okay. So mostly when you are going for environment, so it will be asking you, they will say you a Beeline command, Beeline hyphen user and the URL. Okay. So similarly, it is the high connectivity, but connecting way is different. So using the Beeline, that uses the JDBC connectivity to connect to the Hive. Okay.
Okay.
So that is basically on the Hive side. You can simply say uh, Beeline command is used for the multiple people connectivity at a time, and Hive also supports that one, but Beeline will be using the URL through which you can pass the information like all the connectivity details, and you can directly connect to the Hive. So in most of the environment, people use the Beeline command, but the process is same. Okay.
Okay.
So in this I have tables. Okay. In this I have a table called as employee. Okay. So what I will be doing, I will be creating this, reading this table and create the data frame from this one. So this is my table. Okay. Now what I will be doing, I will be reading this table and creating the data frame. So first one is, so let's say employee data frame. Okay. So I will be typing r.sql. Okay. Simply pass the select query. Select from database name dot table name. Okay. So I will be creating the data frame using this table. empdf dot show. So the data frame has been created. This is the first way you are reading the table. You are simply passing the sparks.sql. The second way is you can pass the command. Let's say I will be naming it as ef1. Okay, spark.table. Okay, in this you can pass the only the table detail. Like I want to read this table. Okay. And both of they are same. Now tell me which is more efficient and at what situation you will be using which syntax. Dinesh?
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think the second one will be more efficient because it won't fetch all the columns. It will just fetch the table. So we use the first statement if we want to select the specific columns.
What about you, the Madhu?
yeah, the same. In case if you want to get only the delta records out of that table, then go with the select statement with the where class. Or if you
Yeah.
want to retrieve
Yeah,
the entire history of the table, then the second option.
correct. So if you want to read a small table, or you can simply say you want to read the whole data. Okay. Now that at that scenario, what will be doing? You will be using the spark.table. But in the real scenarios, what's happening? Because mostly we are working at a spark level where actually we will be using the memory more efficiently, correct? Because simply calling the full data, unnecessary data is not a good thing. So what we'll be doing, we will be calling only those columns which are required to be processed. So you will be creating the data frame using the select instead of star. You will be passing the column names from which you want to create the data frame. Okay. These two scenarios can come to picture where actually you can use the two syntaxes to create the data frame. Okay.
Himanshu, I have a quick question.
Yeah. Tell me.
So in the first case, right, as you said, instead of getting the bulk of data, it's good approach that we get the what we needed. So
Correct.
in this, we have 5 columns. If I just need 2 columns, if I say select column 1, column 2 from the table,
Yeah.
it will also get the duplicates, right?
It will take the duplicates means.
I mean, the preceding values are changing, but for suppose my last name is same, but the following values will be changing, but I'm not getting those columns.
So that depends on the requirement. If you because while creating the data frame, you are simply reading the data frame. Okay. But if you want to drop the duplicates, so there is one another way you can call the method dot drop duplicate. Okay. Instead
We
of
can
this,
implement a data frame that
yeah,
drop thing. Okay.
yeah, dot drop duplicates. There is one syntax. Okay. Or what
Oh,
you can do instead of taking the column name, you can pass the select distinct value. Okay.
oh yeah.
In the
Yep.
select query also you can pass the distinct value and you can pass the group by so that your duplicate records will not be coming. Okay.
Yep.
So it depends on your scenario. Like I have given you scenario where you are having 100 to 200 columns in your table. Okay. What you'll be doing if you are passing simply spark.table, it will read the all the column information. But from that table you want only 20 column details. Okay. So which is the best thing? You will be using the select column names, correct?
Okay.
That scenario will be helping you. Both you can use either way. You can use the first one, you can use the second one. But it depends on your scenario, which you want to prefer. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
I have got one doubt.
Okay. Yeah.
We are not defining any connections over here while we are calling that particular table employee. We
Yeah.
need to give the connection strings now, so
Okay.
it's missing over here. I was a bit confused.
No. So when we talk about the Hive database, okay. So Hive is a part of Hadoop only, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so when we have seen the architecture, you have seen that built on top of Hadoop. So you have direct access to the Hive data.
Okay, okay, now I got it. In case if you want to read any data from third-party database like
You
Oracle
need,
or this one,
yeah,
that, then
you
we
need,
need.
correct. You need the connectivity details. You need to do a JDBC connectivity. Okay, then only you can read those tables. Otherwise,
Okay,
you
thanks.
cannot read. Okay.
Hey, do
Thanks
you
for
have
sharing.
any exercise showing how can we connect for another like RDBMS from Spark?
Okay,
In the
I will show you that JDBC connectivity at the end of the session. Okay. Just a
okay.
moment. I need to get the URL details and all. Okay, which we have so that we can use the connectivity details. Okay. Just remind me at the last session. I will take the I will means one day before so that I can take all the drivers and all and show you the connectivity using the JDBC. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So this we have created the data frame. You can see the EMPDF1. Okay. Now, if you see, I have created the data frame. What I want to do, uh, let's say I want the column only the designation column. So as Madhu, you are asking, so how to select a particular column? Okay. So if you see EMPDF, let's say take this one only dot. You can pass the select. Okay. Select inside this, pass the column name dot. So like this, you can select only one column from that particular data frame. Now I got a one more scenario. Okay. So what is my scenario? I want to increment the salary of each employee by 25%. Okay. So we will learn how to do this one. So I have this data frame. Let's say EMPDF. Okay. So if you want to work at a common level, column level, so you need to type a syntax for with column. Okay. It takes the two arguments. First argument as the function name or column name. So let's say I want a new column. Let's say I want a new salary column in my table. Okay. And what I want to do, I want to increment the salary by 25%. So I will be calling the salary column. Okay. Into 1.25. So let's see, we will be getting some errors. Okay. What happened? Salary is not defined. Okay. So like this, it doesn't work. So you need to call it with the data frame name. When you're calling it with the data frame name, so it considers it as a column name and it will be showing you the output. Let's see what I have done. I have incremented the salary by 25% and a new column I have generated with the name as new salary. Okay. So this is the way you can add a new column. Now let's say I have given you this one. So there is one more way. Okay. In this, what I'll be doing, instead of calling with the data frame name, call it with the call information. Call means column. Okay. Column salary. Okay. So name call is not defined. So we need to import it. So how to import it? From it is available in the function Pyspark dot SQL dot function. Okay. Import column. Okay. And let's import the data also so that it will be helpful to us. So what I have now, let's run it again. Can you see the same information? We have increment the salary column with 25% and we got a new column with the information new salary. Now what I got, I don't want to have a new column. I want to modify this column only. Okay. So what we'll be doing, simply pass the information like column name as salary only. Okay, so it will be overriding that one only. Can you see the salary has been incremented by 25%. Okay, so like this you can apply the function. Now I got another scenario. Now what I got, I want to add a column. Let's say I want to add a column name as location. Okay, and I want to give a default value. I will be calling again with column, and I will be naming the column name as location. Okay, in this what I will be doing, I will be passing the default value as, let's say, India. Okay, when I'm passing the location as India, it will be throwing you some error. Let's say why it is throwing the error. So name cost should be a column. So what it does, it takes the column information, but we are passing the information as a string. So you should pass the information called as literal, LIT, which we have imported right now with the call information. So what it will be considering, it is as a default value, and it will be adding a new column with the name as location and inserting the value as India like. Okay. So like this, we are applying the transformation on the data frames. Any doubt till now? Hello.
I'm good.
Okay. So now we have applied this one. Okay. Now in this only, what I want, like we are doing the multiple operations in that. Okay. What I want to do, I want to filter the data. Let's say filter. I will be taking the column name as department name. Okay. Let's say, yeah, department name column with the data.
Himanshu,
Yeah, tell me.
so lit is only for string data type, right?
No, anything you can pass inside the list. You can pass the, it takes the default value. If you want the integer at 10,000, you can insert that one also. Okay, but it will be considering as a value which will be inserted into all the rows. Okay.
Okay.
So in this, my requirement is I want to filter the data according to the, I want only the mechanical department. Okay. So when I'm passing the filter record, then we'll be getting only the filter record data. Okay. So this we have done, and I will be storing it into a new data frame. Let's name it as EMP new. Let's say EMP new dot show. After doing such operation, we have created all these data frame. Now what is my requirement? I want to write this data frame into a table. Okay, so this is how you will be writing the data frame into a table. Let's see. So there is syntax called as emp new dot write. Okay, so I think that okay, we will connect tomorrow, and I will show you how to write the data frame into the tables. Okay, because I need to connect to my office at 8:30. Okay.
Okay, fine. Thanks,
Yeah.
Himanshu.
Okay. I will explain it. Let me save this one so that we'll proceed from here only. Okay. So we will connect tomorrow at same time. Okay. Okay. Bye.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.